Hi, it's Crystal here, your nature-inspired relationship coach. I hope you've had an amazing Christmas celebration so far. I really hope you've been able to spend some time with your partner, with your loved ones, just really spending some quality time together, reconnecting, not worrying about the usual everyday stresses and strains of modern life, and just able to reconnect with each other on a really human and intimate level. Now, for some of us, the gap between Christmas and New Year can feel a bit strange. It can feel like a bit of a lull. You know, we've had the main initial celebrations of Christmas, we're waiting for the New Year celebrations, and in between we can feel quite lethargic. We might have eaten too much, drunk too much, and some of us are going back to work, some of us don't, some of us are still off, and it can just feel a bit strange to know what to do with that time because the days seem to merge into one and you don't really know what day it is. And so for some people it can feel a bit like an anticlimax, and it can feel a bit like a letdown after all of those fun festivities at first. So I just wanted to address that because I think actually, rather than it being a negative thing or a kind of wasted space, I think it's actually the perfect time to really reflect on the things that matter to us most, and in particular to reflect on love and beauty. And just think about the happy memories that we've created with our loved ones over the last few days. You know, the last few days with your partner, think about the happy moments and things that you've shared together in ways that you've never shared things together before. So what are those special moments that you've had together? What are the things that really stand out to you over the last few days that you'll reflect on in years to come and think, actually, that was a really great memory? Because actually it can mean that when we start to reflect on beauty, we can actually start to really appreciate it and really acknowledge it. Now, obviously, I appreciate that not all of us would have had the most amazing Christmas celebration. You know, not all of us can really spend the time with our loved ones who may not be here anymore, or we might be having really difficult times in our relationship, some of us. So actually, for those of you that aren't able to, for whatever reason, really enjoy the Christmas celebrations, or you feel like you've been struggling with your partner, what I want you to do is think about your own beauty, your own gifts that you offer to the world, the things that you do that are really important, because there will be things that you do, or just one thing that you do, that actually can make such a huge difference to other people, and or that you can offer to the world, your own unique gift. Now, some of us have more than one, but for you, think about, what do you love about yourself? What do you appreciate about yourself? For those of you in a relationship, think about, what do you really love about your partner? What do you really appreciate about them? Where's that inner beauty in your relationship, and where can you focus on that for the coming year? So as we move into 2017, thinking about, what are the things that you really want to harness in your relationship? What are the things that work really well for you, the things you really love, the things you really appreciate about your partner and your relationship? And I want you to imagine that you have an imaginary dial in front of you. So if you could really harness the things that you really love about your relationship, how can you amplify that? So you turn that dial, so you really crank that up for 2017, so that you can really bring more of that into your life, more of that into your relationship, so that you can really enjoy your partner. And think about, and have this conversation together, and think about, how can you and your partner combine those things that you love and appreciate with each other? How can you combine your individual strengths to make your relationship stronger, and how can you combine those efforts to really amplify and bring good into the world through your relationship in 2017? What I mean by that is, in nature you have synergy everywhere. So the definition of synergy being that you can combine two things that individually might have been able to exert some power and influence and make a difference, but when you combine those efforts, actually what you produce is greater than each of those individuals could actually produce on their own. So if you think about how, for example, bees get food from pollen, but actually in doing so they actually pollinate the flowers and actually spread flowers so that flowers can grow and proliferate. And also you get the same with birds who eat berries from trees and actually then transport them miles and miles away, and actually through elimination they plant new trees. So you know, it's everywhere in nature is the ability to be synergistic. And so how can you and your partner combine your positive qualities, the love that you have for each other, and actually produce some synergy out there into the world to actually bring something to 2017 to your relationship where you're both on the same page and you're both looking in the same direction and striving for the same relationship vision. So use this gap between the Christmas and the New Year to really think about the things that you love about yourself, the things you love about your partner, the things you appreciate in your relationship, and just look for the beauty, look for the memories that you formed over the last few days, and thinking about if you could amplify all those good positive thoughts and vibes and feelings into 2017, how would you and your partner do that? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I'd love to hear what you're going to ramp up for 2017 in your relationship. And of course, if you'd like my help to do that, please don't hesitate to come to my website, which is www.crystalwoodbridge.com. That's KRYSTAL Woodbridge.com, where you can contact me. You can sign up for my free relationship coaching newsletter full of helpful relationship coaching tips and advice, because I'd absolutely love to help you on your journey. Take care for now. Bye bye.